Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 80 people already watching, man. I'm saying it's that you heard Miami Flo AO in the building. Look, I'm gonna give all my guys an introduction. They got no idea how we're about to do it. Joe already blurry. He in witness
Already.
protection.
I
You
mean,
know what I'm saying? Yo, to my right. Got my guy whole week Joe in the building. You know what I'm saying?
hey, 5-grain toast, baby. You know what it
You know what I'm
is.
saying? Down bottom over here. I got my guy Jewish rye bread in the building, man. Flo in the building. Hey yo,
Yeah, baby, bushy top, dog. Bushy top, dog. Let's
hey,
go.
we out here, man. Hey, our guy AO in the building, man. Straight up white bread, man. What up, potato bread? King's Hawaiian in the building, baby. You know what I'm saying? We calling it our sliced bread. We got bread in the building. Let's go. What's going on, family? How y'all been, man? How you doing, Joe?
Blurry, obviously.
Yeah.
Blurry. Yeah. It's blurry now. As soon as we start, it gets blurry up in
Yeah, you better put some lotion on them hands, boy.
So them hands got a credit score of 890.
Damn.
That's the white side right there.
Boy.
Strong side, white side. What up, Flo? How you doing, fam?
Oh man, I'm doing good. A little tired. The portal doesn't rest. The portal just doesn't take. The portal's in shape, boy. I'll tell you right now, the portal is in shape.
Yeah, Porter doing 3 a days out here. What up, AO?
How's it going, man? Hey, that gives me a good idea to try to announce that we want Jergens as our first sponsor of this show to help Joe's hands out.
Sensitive Jergens.
Let's get Jergens out here,
I
man.
can't right now. Now.
Listen, man. Portal madness is crazy. A bunch of names hit the portal. So we're gonna start it off, man. What name surprised you? Let's start with AO. What name surprised you that jumped in the portal today, man? Day one.
We were kind of talking about it a little earlier, but McCord from Ohio State, I didn't see that coming. I mean, you would think almost everything's lovey-dovey at that point up there. I mean, you got to the Big Ten championship or close to the Big Ten championship. That was a surprise to me, but this is a whole new day. It's business over pleasure. So anything can happen at this point.
Facts. Flo, how you feeling about it, brother?
That was a surprise for me too, 100%. I mean, like he said, we were talking about it before we popped on. It's difficult to look at a dude from Ohio State and give him credit. At least for me, it is 100%. But first year starting, he had 12 starts. He made every game. He won 11 of them. You know, beating Penn State, beating Notre Dame. He didn't play like trash against Michigan. Listen, I'm on the boring camp. Like I told y'all, some people like sports cars. I like luxury, like caddies and stuff. To me, he's a very boring, safe pick, but that's a 9-10 game guarantee, dude, as long as your roster's tight.
Facts. Joe, how you feel about it?
The biggest surprise to me was Dylan Gabriel, man. I didn't know where that came from. You know what I mean? He had a big year, big season. And yeah, it was a big shock when I saw him jump in the portal. So I don't know what's going on at Oklahoma, but that was a shock to me. So
I think Ohio State, back to the Ohio State had a bunch of guys jump in the portal. You know what I'm saying?
Julian Fleming, the receiver.
Yeah, had a safety, Kai Collins jump in the portal, something like that. Man, why y'all thinking? Let's start with AO, man. Why you thinking that's happening, man? Like you know what I'm saying, top 10 program in the country. Is it because they're just tired of Ryan Day's fake beard, or what you thinking about it?
Honestly, I think it comes down to something. I mean, like you said, like I feel like the culture is going to start kind of clashing to Ohio State. Like, look, like they've had a mile and a half ahead start on everybody in the Big Ten for years. Sure. I mean, you've gotten South Florida talent for all these decades, and you've done really not a whole lot with it. You win and you get there, but what do you do once you're actually there? And I think that a lot of these receivers and quarterbacks are kind of looking at them like, we could go somewhere else and possibly get over that hump that you're just not really getting over. I mean, the Notre Dame game was kind of like, this is a little suspectish. And then all of a sudden you see them in Michigan, and Michigan ain't going nowhere. And then you're going to bring over a couple more powerhouses into the Big Ten. And all of a sudden that gap between you and them is closing. And it's really going to come down to coaching. And I don't think Day is that guy. I think that he absorbed a powerhouse. What have you really done with that powerhouse? Mario went into your house and beat you straight up. I mean, it's just there's a difference. And I think that coaching's going to start playing a really, really pivotal role with those Big Ten teams going forward.
Yeah, facts. Flo, what you thinking, man?
I think they're soft, dog. Like, I always thought they were soft. They always got all the best skill guys from other states to beat up on the Big Ten. And as soon as they would go into play some real teams, they'd get boomed on because they couldn't handle the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
So what I think is happening is I think that coaching staff was honest with a bunch of their players. Because here's the thing. We talk about culture. They just won 11 games. Like that ain't like stuff. Like we would be doing cartwheels if we won 11 games. Or like I would do more like a roll.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that, because the whole legs extension shit. That shit. That's played out. The whole extended leg. That's hammies going on. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just I think that maybe something's going on with that staff moving forward. I think that the boosters might want some change because they never have a problem recruiting. That's not their issue. Their issue is they get big boyed a lot. If you watch their last decade, you know, for the most part, when they lose, they get big boyed, right? And they try to bring in that DC. He's done a better job with them, but I don't think he's got the right pieces. And you look at the guys that are hitting the portal for them right now. You go look at their high school rankings. They're all blue chips. They're all blue chip dudes. So you telling me it's one thing you can't develop 2 and 3 star dudes. But you can't develop 4 and 5 star dudes. Now that's just starting to show.
Right.
Like Brandon Ennis was one of the best receivers coming out last year. What'd you do with him? Nothing.
Yeah,
25 snaps and 4 targets.
I think something's going on internally over there for sure.
Yeah, so like I think
triple shot
energy.
Yes.
You see that?
For y'all that are first time tuning into the show, man, Joe is usually asleep by about 7:15, 7:30.
Nah, we'll go 8:30, 8:45.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. It's a
8:45.
clear lie.
You know what I mean?
Joe, man, you think you agree with Flo, man? Ohio State's just soft and their culture's dying?
Oh, yeah, they've been soft. Ohio State been soft. But offensively, it seems like that's where we're seeing the, people jumping in the portal. And I think they made that the lazy hire with Hartline and just brought him up to OC. Why would he deserve that role? You know what I mean? So I think and we know Ryan Day is the head coach and he's the offensive guy there, but I think there's something going on with that dynamic there. So I think that could be a reason for what's going on right now.
Whatever the reason is, I'm happy for it, man. They're falling apart at just the right. If we're keeping it a buck, they're falling apart at just the right time because there's a player down here that we got all his peoples, and we need that. We need that one to jump in too, man. All right, man. That's enough about them. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about them. It's about us. Look, man. I'm surprised today that there hasn't been more names jumping in from our side to like start clearing space. Because the way I'm feeling about it, man, and I'll start with Flo on this one, man. The way I'm feeling about it, I kind of want to see a QB already with the graphic to start that ball rolling. Because in whoever you have this weekend and next weekend on the final weekend of recruiting, you already showed them you got a plan. Because the longer this waits, it start you know what I'm saying, negative recruiting can happen real quick, man. So how you feeling, Flo?
I think someone just kind of reminded me something in the chat. It's different, but you're going to start hearing a lot of real stories about the NIL because a lot of these guys that are blue chip guys that are leaving, you guys, everyone saw what Evan Stewart from
sliced bread. Yeah, that was the introduction.
Sliced bread. That was the bread comment. Yeah, sliced bread.
That was the bread comment. Yeah.
But you're going to hear a lot of stories about promises that were not fulfilled, which that in itself will kill the recruiting right there because now you're hearing it from a player that was there. Not a fan, not a journalist, and stuff like that. I just want to caution everybody that I do think things will move fast for Miami, but today was actually the first date that it's officially open, and it broke records. I looked, and it was by like 4 p.m. There was already 350 more than it was last year on the first day. That was about like 4 p.m. So and they're just it's just like this. It's just
as we're doing this right now, people in the chat, let us know if somebody jumps in the portal that we didn't see.
No, real talk.
Seriously, we're not even joking. Keep us up to date so we can react to it because right now there's somebody graphic about to pop.
the part that's insane about this is the first wave. This is the bigger wave, right? There's going to be this whole week is a big wave. Then it kind of chills. Then everyone's fighting for, where you going to go, where you going to go. And then, what's up?
Is that official? Henry Parrish in the portal? Or is he talking about the emoji Henry Parrish did today?
The emoji?
No, he's not. Okay, Max. Yeah, he did.
Max is in here. Max is in here. You know what I'm saying?
Henry Parrish did a thinking emoji, so people think he's jumping in.
I don't do the social media, but where I was going with this is that this is the big wave in the beginning. The first week is a big wave that people are coming. Then everybody's fighting this weekend, next weekend-ish to sign guys, and then you get a little sprinkle come in from like December 24, 25 to like January 6th. Because those are the guys that are playing in the bigger bowl games, and then they bounce after that bowl game, and there's surprises in there. So, and those guys get paid because at that point, the people that didn't clean up or get what they wanted gonna have to overpay to get that piece now. So I think that it's wild, but I don't think, I still think Miami's gonna move fast. Fast meaning this weekend the most, the most on the weekend. I believe that by next week when we do this show, we will have a quarterback sign. I really believe that.
All right, Ayo, what's it if we get that quarterback, man? Who you liking in the portal, and then let me know what you thinking is the next position of need in your eyes, man.
Honestly, I'm not so much into the QB of what they're possibly going to bring to the table. To me, the biggest tangible they're going to bring is the intangible. I want a damn leader at quarterback. I'm sick and tired of having QBs who have all the talent in the world. Don't get me wrong. Like, we've had guys that have had talent. We've had blue chips. We've had 4 stars. We've had enough, but none of them had that intangible where they were the QB in the room. When you have that in the room, guys are going to run through brick walls for them. That's what wins you that extra game. That's what gets you over the hump with the rivalry game. That's what gets you into the playoffs, is you have to have that QB that has the intangible. That's what you're going to end up paying for in this NIL deal, is who in that interview can you see leading your entire team? And it's not just for, what we got out of TVD, where, well, we're projected to do this. We need someone who isn't just a projection. They're going to say, I'm here to lead your team. And you don't have to worry about, my outside or what I'm doing outside of, football. You can count on me to do the right thing, get the team in there, work with the receivers. They're going to be doing all the little things that are really going to add up at the end of the season.
Got you. So you're saying no gingers. All right, Joe. Joe, same question for you, man. What? Sorry, my bad. I like to summarize in a very. Listen, man. I got a lot of people. We got to keep the show moving.
Man. Bushy top is.
I'm reckless out here in these streets.
On that trial.
Oh no, just let it flow, baby. You gotta let it flow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the QBs
Joe, man, what you think?
The QBs that are in there now. I mean, I like them. I like some. I like Will Howard. I watched him at K-State a lot, and I like what you saying, Ayo. His intangibles. He's tough, man. He's tough. He makes the right play. He'll run you over and keep coming. He's accurate, and he just knows how to win. He's a winner. You know what I mean? So I like Will Howard, man. Of course, I like Cam Ward too. I just like his athleticism and his playmaking ability.
Keeping it a buck.
A little bit concerned about, if you look deep into it, turnovers, man. He's fumbled more than any quarterback I've seen in a while. You know what I mean? So
loosey goosey with that ball.
For me.
Yeah.
Loosey-goosey with that ball. Yeah. I like Grayson McCall too, man. I think he slept on. He was a beast at Coastal Carolina before they changed the coaching staff. So I like him, man. So I like a lot of a couple of the guys, man. But if I had to choose right now, Will Howard would be my guy. If I had to choose right now.
Yeah, I'm with you on Will Howard, man. I like saw highlights of his game. I went and saw some condensed games that just don't make him look good. He's a dog. He's gonna get you that extra yard. You know what I'm saying? I think he'd be a good leader for Emory Williams, kind of showing him what to do if we don't do a second portal guy. Who knows? Yo, LFJ, you talk. Florida State playoffs enter the portal yesterday. That's cold blooded. That's cold blooded. Love it. I love it. Hey man, this is for the culture, man. It's reckless out here in the comments. All right, man. Let's get to it, man. This portal got crazy. Names got crazy. Flo, what madness are you hearing? Talk to us. You know what I'm saying? We here for, you know what I'm saying? We're here for the culture first episode. Let us know what's popping, man.
I've been involved in this stuff, bro, since 25 plus years. And I can tell you that there's nothing I can compare it to. That's how every 2 or 3 hours shit changes. Like, because now you're not dealing with the young man. If the guy's good, they got representative, bro. So like, when they talk, it's like, yeah, that's nice. What value does your city bring? What's the exposure he's gonna get? You know, how much money are we talking? Is he guaranteed a starting position? You know, like it's not the upper echelon, which is what Miami's going after for the most part. It is very difficult to get honest reads, you know, because of the fact is it's really about money right now. And whoever is telling you it's not, they're lying. I'm telling you, I'm in it, and I'm telling you, it's all about money. That's the biggest surprise to me is how fast it changes, and the amounts of money that we're hearing. You're like, you know, like right now, the number one D tackle in the portal, and there won't be a better D tackle that comes in the portal, is the Walter Nolan, right?
My God, man,
he can do whatever he wants. He literally can do what he wants, because people are like, well, he's going to want to go to a winner. Only the winning teams are coming for him. Like, it's going to be Bama. It's going to be Georgia. It's going to be LSU and Oregon. It's only I was not coming after him. Purdue is not coming after him. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Boston College is not trying to get Walter because they know they can't. So when they're like, well, if he wants to win, he'll go. Wherever he goes, he's going to go to a program that's good, and he's going to get paid. But the type of money that they're throwing around for guys like this it's insane. It's just the world that we live in now. That is the biggest shock out there. And I believe there is a ton of quality out there. I know this week there's more and more going to trickle in, but I believe in my opinion, there's 4-5 guys that could come here and we can win 9 or 10 games with at quarterback. Now, D tackle's a little different. D tackle's thin. After the first 5 guys go, you're reaching. Currently, you're reaching. You know, so that's a little different. That's a little more scarce. That's a little more, you know, thin right there. Now, you see the safeties that are starting to trickle in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are good. I mean, go look at the snap counts. Go look at there's some good. I'm surprised. Now, did you see the receivers that are already in there?
Yeah.
Bro, there's like 6-7 receivers. I'll take any one of those dudes.
Yeah.
And he would come here and be a cheat code. It's I guess to answer your question without continuing to ramble, I've never seen anything like this. I'm all day. I'm looking at my phone now as I'm talking to you. Stuff is changing while I've been on the show. I'm not even lying to you. Like it's nuts. I don't know how they do it. They have to have full departments like of people that are
it's got to be a whole nother building.
Yeah. It's wild. It's wild out there for real.
Hey, Faith Family Football. Just want to address this question real quick. Where is it? I said no gingers earlier. I don't know if you caught that comment.
Oh boy,
this is not an anti-ginger podcast. I'm just saying I've seen ginger the last 4 years. I need something different. You know what I'm saying? I need something different. A bald head. I need some dreads. You know what I'm saying?
I said no gingers.
I need something different, man. I don't want to see the same. I don't want to see literally the same thing over again.
No gingerbread. No gingerbread, baby.
No gingerbread, man. You know what I'm saying? In quotes, no sliced bread. Joe, man, we were talking about this yesterday on the show. We knew this was going to be crazy, but even the names that are popped off have been bananas. And everybody's like, yo, give us news. Fam, it's literally changing second to second. One conversation to another one is crazy. So we're just reacting to it just like y'all are. How you feeling about it?
Facts. Yeah, it is what it is. Like, I feel bad for the people who are like Flo, I feel bad for the people who are privy to some information, man. Like all this looking at your phone all day, your phone going off all hours of the night, all morning, man. I feel bad for the people in it. You know what I mean? We're on the outside looking in. So we hear news and we can react to it or whatever. You know, people who are in it, they have to have a plan and they have to go through it and they have to listen and they have to talk and they have man. I don't envy them, man. So you know, it's fun. It's fun from where I sit. It's fun.
Look, it is fun. I signed up for this. You know, I like it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
I love
It's just here's the thing. You get enough people in your circle, right? That they'll be like, yo, I heard this. Is this true? You don't want to be like, you want to make sure that what you're saying is old. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how recruiting is so much easier than the portal. It's like Disney World compared to what's going on here. This is like this. That's the portal.
Shout out to Oregon Kane, man, with a dono. And shout
Oregon
out to
Kane,
Oscar.
boy.
That's the guy, man. Hey, he coming back for games, so man. I'm not joking about the brisket, bro. I smoked that thing up, man. No games played. I don't lie about it. Hey, Flo, real quick. I'm saying we handle business here. We family. He's asking how does he get into the Discord?
Yeah,
man?
Max, hit up Max, please on Twitter. Max pretty much
in there.
Max is in here.
Max is in here. Yeah.
I'll say what I tell everybody that don't know. Max runs our shit, bro. Max is our engine. So any questions that have to do with something smart, don't ask me. Ask Max.
That's so smart.
Yo,
anything with any kind of intelligence, I know nothing. Yo, ask somebody else. Why are we offering the wide receiver from LA Tech, Cyrus Allen, when there's way better in the portal?
I don't know about way better.
Yeah, Cyrus Allen is all right.
That dude, I was actually really excited.
Don't just look at the school. Don't just look at the school, man.
Right.
Don't just look at the school.
King Kane, I'll be honest with you. I co-sign on that. That dude he would come here and be a problem. If he would accept. He's nice.
Yeah. Hey, yo, man, what you thinking about it, man? This crazy ass day.
Here, let's do a real quick flashback. What was De'Aaron King's NIL deal at midnight for the first one that was ever signed?
It was like $20,000.
Yeah. Like
and
people don't
remember about that.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta love history, right? Because people don't realize how much this has really changed until you go back to the beginning and look at it again. And it's only going to get faster and faster until there's a cap, kind of like what Flo's kind of talked about before in the past. Until there is, you put the box on Pandora's box and seal it up. It's only going to get faster, crazier. The money's going to get higher. People don't realize and think about it that college football is a multi-billion business. Where you're just going to have to keep paying for these guys who are going to bring in buku bucks to you, and that's just going to be how it is don't be surprised when guys who are telling you that they're all in for 4 years transfer 2 to 3 times because they're going to go as, mercenaries to all these different schools. Whoever's going to pay that year, I'm going to go there. 2 years ago, we saw Texas A&M have the best class ever assembled as a recruiting class, and it's gone. Wild to see this.
Armando, negotiation, what I'm saying? Like, look, that's also stuff that is being negotiated. There's conversations being had. Money's got to be right. To not jump in the portal, when you jump in the portal because the money wasn't right or business, I'm saying, or you don't like somebody. When they're still talking, it's because negotiations are happening. I'm saying that's what it is. We don't know yet. There's no graphic, so there's nothing official yet. Our guy Pokane got to look at the body of work, fit the system, work ethic, etc. Yeah, that's evaluation all the way part of it, man. That's our guy Pokane, man. I'm glad he stayed up late. Here's another old man that goes to bed early. It's my guy though. the other Ben. Yeah, man. Look, there's a lot of moving pieces, man. You got to do a lot of evaluation at a very rapid pace. Obviously, there's rumors and people that might go in the portal, but till it happens, there isn't that next step that can happen, man. Look, I said it yesterday, we're trying to raise the floor. We're trying to bring in killers. We're trying to we lose 2 defensive ends. It doesn't hurt us as bad as we always got to blitz our linebackers every play and run a 3-3-5 stack. That's not who we want to be.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? That's not what it is. This is. I want to ask y'all something, man. This is what I'm thinking about it. I think the reason why we're in conversations and recruiting now, right, is because so many big programs are starting to panic and go after the portal, right? Like humping in. That's why you see Justin Scott calling us like, yo, man, what's Miami? My fault. I thought Ohio State was real, but they soft. We're trying to see what's popping. Trying to see what's popping in the city. You know what I'm saying? And there's more conversations being had. Now, Joe, you know what I'm saying, starting with you, so we'll work our way back around. You think that's the case, man? You think that's why Mario's sneaking in with the Grinch stealing everybody's Christmas?
I mean, that could be part of it, but Mario been doing this, man. Like, he been doing this since the beginning, you know what I mean? And let's keep it a buck, man. Like, Miami is a destination spot. Like, let's not act like, especially with NIL, Florida has no income taxes. You know what I mean? I think people think about that. That's something to think about. The NIL opportunities in Miami are huge. Like, are you serious? Like, you in a major market. You know what I mean? You're not in freaking Alabama or, you know what I mean? Even though Alabama's Alabama. Let's keep it real. But
you know, remember the graphic with Julian saying.
Right. you're not in a little college town.
He can't save himself now. He's drowning now.
Go ahead, backpedal. Go ahead, backpedal live. I don't have to edit this out. Yeah.
Nah, you don't. You know, you're not in fucking Alabama, man. You're Miami, dog. Nah.
I got where you were going with it.
Yeah, we know what you're trying to say.
Town, you know what I mean? So there's plenty of opportunity. And,
Pedro, look what Pedro said, Joe. You said it wrong, dog. I didn't want to say that. Pedro came in and fixed it for you.
State taxes.
It's not income taxes.
Okay,
every state got income taxes.
My bad. Yeah. I'm sorry.
You know Pedro was going to come.
Pedro.
Pedro's been here since the beginning. That's his first comment.
Correcting somebody.
And you
go back to work. Go back to work, Pedro.
That's so foul.
Yeah, man. That's crazy. You know what it is. That's what it is, man.
Yeah, man. All right, let's get to this dono, man. I got Oregon King. Regardless of position, who y'all fellas portal guy you'd want over anyone else. He got to be in the portal already. Woo. Ayo, let's start with you.
I just want to tackle at this point. To be real, I think, like Flo said, I think you got to address the elephant in the room. Our D line was solid, but we just didn't have that push in the middle. I like LT. You know, thank you for what you did here. I want two D tackles, man. I feel like that was one of the biggest parts of the defense that really kind of kept those linebackers having to keep coming up for the run. And then when those wheel routes were coming, we just got burnt over and over and over on the wheel. To me, if you can at least have that D line going in, that backs your linebackers up, and then you don't have that ability to really catch them so flat-footed or have to make up so much ground on those kind of, you know, in the flats or that type of route. So I feel like I know that the QB position is the absolute number one position of college football. I get that. But for us, I like Flo said, I feel like there's quite a few that already hit the portal that you can win with. I feel like D tackle is something that you have to have in this, that you're going to put the more money towards those guys because there's not enough talent after that drop off. So for me, I let Mario do the evaluations. I just want the 2 D tackles there. That's what I really need to have.
Flo?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I'm going to give you another one, but it would be Walter Nolan 1, 2, and 3 for me. I mean, if you get him, it just fixes everything on the D line. He's a guy that comes in and just is a problem. You know, it's not just a rotational guy. It's not a guy that doesn't have experience. It's not a guy that is like, undersized. Nice. Yeah, right. No, this is an alpha. You bring in an alpha, but I want Evan Stewart. I want that wide receiver from Texas A&M. I would be very happy if we could get him because I think he's box office. I would like him.
Yeah. Walter, Walter Nolan for me, D tackle all day. But fam, Evan Stewart, that's one of those like, that's one of those where like if that's like on a bye week where we're not doing the show, we're like, yo, Monday we might have to do something, and it's just being stupid and talking shit about we just got Evan Stewart. That'd be bananas. That would be one with like, yo, ain't no slice bread over here, man. It's King's Hawaiian. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. If you know, you know, fam. All right, man. Joe, what you thinking about your what are your needs for this portal, man? First of all, how many numbers you thinking we gonna get in the portal before we jump back into the recruiting?
Sheesh. Quarterback, receiver, D tackles. I would say about 8 to 10 in the portal. You know, if we're being picky, 8 to 10. I don't think we need to overdo it. In the portal, I think, you know, last year, Coach Cristobal had to attack the portal early and often last year. Because there were a lot of holes. But now I think 8 to 10 in the portal, and Walter Nolan is my number one as well, just like everybody else to me.
Yeah, that's it.
And a safety, man. I would like to see a safety, a solid starting safety come through if possible.
Poor Knox says, Evan Stewart is going to bed with some curry.
Yeah, fact. You're not lying.
Yo, salute to Fort Knox. That's facts right there.
Man.
Came through with the whole recipe. Oh, that's bananas. That's bananas. All right, man. We got look, everybody's focused on the portal, but Mario and the staff does two things at once, man. Because they taking in homes, they talking to people who you don't think they talking to. They having conversations.
Yeah.
Yo, man. Let's start with you, man. What you feeling in the portal? Because I think we're gonna get 5 or 6 more. That's just me, you know what I'm saying, putting that out there in the energy in the air, man, trying to make some things happen. How you feeling about it?
It's hard to say because you don't know. I think this bowl game tends to almost kind of go 2 different ways. The bowl game can either be where guys are going to have tryouts. You know, it's almost like a highlight film that they can go sell to somebody else. You could see this kind of jump. If Miami goes and destroys Rutgers, we might have more guys who weren't really thinking about leaving may potentially be like, you know what, my stock's up right now. Maybe I go in now, I kind of go take a look. So it's hard to judge because there's that variable of the bowl game still, right? Plus, like we kind of saw before, it's a trickle effect. You're going to have top tier guys who are going to move other guys down too. So like if you get like you guys mentioned, you guys get the D tackle here, that could push one of our D tackles out, or it could push someone else from somewhere else. I think that we're going to end up getting about 10 transfers that tend to be playmakers. I think that, like you guys kind of mentioned, the value of what Miami is bringing to the table is not like everybody else. We have built this from the floor up to withstand the weather. Now, everybody else is either playing catch up and they're going to start paying too damn much, and it's not sustainable, like Texas A&M kind of found out, or you're going to be on the other side like Clemson, where you're like, no, I'm not going to do this change. And they're going to get left in the dust. And programs that do that aren't willing to go left or right, are going to find out the hard way that you better put all your cards on that game, because if you don't get the 10 wins or 11 wins, your boosters are now playing more of a pivotal role in your coaching salaries than what you might have expected before, where hot seats get hotter real quick. Ask Jimbo, where it's just, you have to see what Miami brings is solid everywhere around. So I think the transfer is going to be really good to us because we built it to be very good for us already.
Joe, I saw you wanted to comment on this.
Lawrence, Key Lawrence, man, the Lawrence kid from Oklahoma. Yeah, I like him. He's a problem.
Yeah, I'm saying he's in the portal now. So yeah, we need 2 safeties, man. Flo, what you thinking about it, man?
Can you repeat the question or use it in a sentence, please?
Honestly, I do not. I'll be honest with you. Like AO was making so many great points, I do not remember what the hell I asked him.
I was just asking about the portal, man. How many people in the portal, man?
Can I have
there it is. There it is. And like a number.
Can I have the origin, please?
The origin is a transfer portal 2023.
Portal.
How many would you like in this portal class?
I would like a lot, but I think in the first wave, I'm looking at 5 to 7 in the first wave. 6 to 8, 5 to 7 is what I think we'll do on the first wave. And then I think after spring, you're going to get another 5 to 7, because you're going to get maybe some guys that you thought that are not, and you're going to push some more guys out because you need help because they're not what you thought they were. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that the total, will be up around 15 when we're done, maybe a little more. I do think it's going to be balanced, though. I don't think it'll be like 10 to 12 now and like 2 or 3 after. I think it's really going to go 5 to 7, 6 to 8. And then after spring, I see another 5 to 7, and I'm not stuck on that number. A lot can change. Mario's on that shit right now. Mario is not, he's moving different, bro. Like, he's super aggressive with the contact and the meetings now with these guys. And he's not waiting around. Like, I keep saying that because it's the biggest change I've seen with this new regime since they got here, from the way they handled it the last time to the way they're handling it this time. But until they sign anybody, it just sounds good. We got to sign. We got to sign them.
Yeah, the meetings matter to the point where, like, okay, now we need to see some graphics. Like, yo, I'm coming. I'm saying we need to see some roster out there cooking, some roster edits out there cooking, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, where was it? King Kane had a crazy comment. He said, "Can you spell the word to portal?" Yeah, crazy. Y'all stupid.
I was about to, but
the P-O-R-A. Tall. Aura. Hey, all right, man. Recruiting, man. I think I said that we're gonna need. I think there's gonna be more guys to leave, right? Because you need guys. I think in the portal, 5 to 7. I'm with you on that. In this wave, maybe closer to 5, because I think he's hitting the recruiting heavy, and I think that number is gonna balloon up to maybe up to 30. And with only 9 guys graduating, you're gonna have to make those numbers up. So there's gonna be guys that are I try to prepare y'all, man. Like, you gotta be ready for this. There's gonna be a lot of names that you're not ready to see from our side leaving to clear out space. It's just it's going to happen, man. Like, oh, but I really like him. Like, fam, this is a business, and they're setting things up, man. So I'm thinking probably what number, Joe? What number are you thinking it's gonna be around that ends up bouncing out the port? I'm gonna put you on the spot first because you look like you were deep in thought there.
Man, son, dang. Yeah, I'm looking. Shit. Total, I'm saying about 18 to 20 total. Total from everybody, 18 to 20.
But
20.
you're not counting the guys that are going to the NFL, right?
No.
Not the league.
Yeah, not the cats leaving.
Gotcha.
18 to 20, man. I think it's gonna have to be. There's too many. Like you said this before, Ben. The floor is being raised, man, and there's a lot of space. We need some space.
Need space, man. There's a lot of guys coming in, man. As of right now, what is it? 27, 28? Again, just off recruiting. Just off recruiting. That's not you're 19 in the hole. So you gotta clear out just minimum 19 right there, just in the recruiting, not counting the portal.
I think 20 is the least we lose. Like, I think the number, honestly, I'm with him I'm with him at the starting point. I think when it's all said and done, it's gonna be more like 25, closer to 30. I really believe we should save this first show. I would almost bet that it'll be closer to 30, if not 30.
Yep.
Added to the tracker.
Tracker guy.
Tracker guy. Where you at, tracker guy?
313. He just popped in about the number goes up and down one. He just popped in so he doesn't get caught.
Bro, they showed the other day when we were on the show, right? They screenshotted him right after the show. He did something. He wrote something on that board, and it was wrong again. Yeah. It was literally wrong again. Like, it was hilarious.
You just saw it.
You just saw the show. You still wrote it wrong. This dude.
Oh,
fired.
Man.
You fired, dog.
Hey, how's it looking for? This is the second to last week before early signing day, which is basically national signing day. Besides the guys that come in later, how many names are you hearing to be jumping in this weekend or during the week? How many names are you hearing for this week and next week?
You mean for recruiting?
Yeah, recruiting.
Yeah, he's a hunter. He's the predator. He is the man is. I think this is Christmas for him. Like I really believe the stories that I'm hearing and of people that are in it with him. Like the dude is like, like he's like that. Like I'm about to take from everybody and names that you would never think that I'm gonna take from.
Did you practice that laugh, yo? Real shit. Did you practice that laugh?
No, I actually did, but it came out pretty good. I'm not doing another one because I can't hit it.
Yeah,
it was tight.
It might not work the second time. That was dope. Yeah, that was dope. Yeah.
Portal Aura TL. No, I think we keep our classes up for the couple that might get processed out, just to make room. And I still think we bring in another 3 blue chip guys that are not in the class already. I think we got 2 flips that are you can almost bet on them. Like you could bet on them. There's another whale just sitting there. I'm just waiting for a graphic at this point. Like we got another big dog coming, just waiting for him to say, "I'm gonna come now." Like I'll do it on Thursday. And then you have the one that everybody feels better about than I do. That I'm starting to like come around to it. But I think
what? Say that one more time.
I might be coming around to it a little bit because it's
trying to slide that by, my guy.
It's like I feel like the door is cracking open a little bit with Jeremiah. I really do.
Okay.
I feel like you know what really started getting me like a little more like maybe this could happen is that the stuff that's happening at Ohio State.
Yeah.
Like that. Apart.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
That's not stability. You understand?
Yeah.
You don't have to negative recruit that. That's all over the timeline, no matter what.
Yeah, they're putting out their own graphics.
Exactly. They're killing themselves. You feel me? And you saw what those podcaster dudes said. You saw the podcaster guys that said all that junk about. I don't want to get into it, like that racist bull crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you don't think that gets back to Jeremiah? You don't think Jeremiah sees that? And he's all world. He can go anywhere he wants. And Miami's here just chopping wood. Hey, dog, stay home. We got you. You can be a video gamer,
Yeah.
So, I'm that would be like, holy cow. That's a holy cow. But I still think we're really good with Mincy. I think we're solid with Riley. He ain't going nowhere. I think that you need to watch the Gators. I think we're going to steal from them some more very soon. I like stealing from them. I just really do.
It's a better Christmas
different. It feels different. Yeah. The whole thing with Ellis is got, I think is an uphill battle now. But we're not done taking from Ohio State either. And I'm not even talking about just Jeremiah. I think there may be a couple other dudes that are free game. And of course, there's the one that we're not going to talk about that I told you that is done. It's a done deal. We just got to wait for he to decide to tell what's that dude, Hayes Fawcett guy. Hey, dog, put the thing out. We just got to wait for that to happen. Mark, this is easy. I know this sounds crazy. With recruiting, it's easy with Mario because he's consistent. The only thing that's a surprise is not a surprise because he consistently gives you surprises. You understand? Mm-hmm. So it's not a surprise. Who in the world, other than some like 3 or 4 or 5 people that I know, knew it was Scott? Nobody it was like that mammoth of a jack. Well, he ain't done. He not done.
There has been a solid question here that's been going off in the chat. You know what I'm saying? This is another one, and that Ohio State was falling apart. Aaron Nolan might be in conversation. There's a lot of Dante Moore. You know what I'm saying? They're hoping Bobby Pruitt is
locked.
Locked in. Yeah, solid. That's There's no worries over here from our side about Cam Pruitt. The loafers are out now. It's early December. You know what I'm saying? The press dockers are out. You know what I'm saying? The crystal balls ain't fucking around, bro.
Yeah. And you notice, Ben, that they don't report all the visits that they're going to.
Sure don't. Never.
So I'll just say this, and I'll just drop it right here for y'all that don't know. They're visiting names that are not out that are committed to other schools.
Yep.
Like that'll shock you. Like what? I thought that guy was solid over there. Mm-hmm. So if he visits, I said this today, 6 to 8 dudes like that, he only got to flip 2 for it to be like, wow.
Yeah.
So be ready for a name that you get a little surprised.
Yeah, be ready. Ayo, that's actually leads me to a great question, man, that I talked with Joe about earlier. The energy feels different, right? Like you're saying, end of the season when we ended at 7-5, we got a bowl game left. But this with the portal and recruiting, it seems like Mario is like reinvigorated, and so is the staff. The way I asked it, I'm gonna keep it a buck. The way I asked it to Joe was, it seems like he's almost inconvenienced with the season, and this is when he's really alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think about that?
No, I completely agree. I feel like, he has his issues on game day, but the lemon pepper steppers are all about off season where he can do what he's methodical. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get close to being a secret service agent unless you're horribly methodical in every action you take. And like you guys mentioned earlier about the visits, go back in time and think about the first thing he did when he got to Miami was he shut down the media. You say anything, I'm gonna cut you out. Cut.
Yes.
And the first thing that you started noticing was Flo started mentioning it. Secret visits that weren't getting out.
Yeah.
Where all of a sudden now that adds up. Where recruits are like, "Oh yeah, I went to Miami and no one knew about it," and they tell somebody else, "Yeah, I went to Miami and no one knew about it."
Yep.
And all of a sudden, the truth continues to be that way. Where, hey, if you don't want this to get out, it won't get out. Ask a couple of your commits over there. They showed up, and they never got out. So Miami is doing everything methodically, but they're also doing it with evidence that they can keep it a buck with you. Now, all these other squads are going to say, like you guys mentioned earlier, the anti-recruiting. That's been killing Miami for years. We're not shooting ourselves in the foot. Ohio State is. You know what I mean? Like, we're kind of finally in that driver's seat where we control what we're going to do. It's not up to everybody else to dictate who we get and how we get them. So I love that Mario is kind of in that spot now where there's no interviews going on. He doesn't have to go. He's not moving into his house and moving his family on this offseason. Everything is now bunkered down and secured. And with a guy like that, when you give him time, it's almost like the Taken dude. Like, you give them time, they're going to run right through you because they're already 9 steps ahead. When they don't have time, you give them time, he beats you already.
You know what?
I love this time of year for him.
I'll give you the evidence of what you just said. The big dog whales are reaching back out to Miami because they're like, bro, y'all kept it a buck and you did exactly what you said you're gonna do, and and I'm not just talking about Scott. I'm just saying it's crazy when they reach back out to you because you've been so honest and straight up with them. I don't know many programs that can say that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
Joe, what you know? We talked about it earlier, but what you think?
Yeah, man. Listen, a lot of these kids are, big city kids who grew up in a certain environment. They value consistency and keeping it a buck. That's what they value. That coaching staff, that's how they keep it all the time. They're consistent and they keep it a buck all the time. And that's what they value, man. And Mario, he's been that forever. And he was around a certified killer in Nick Saban, man. Like, he was around that. He learned from him, and listen,
he moved
the
up.
Only thing left, facts, levels. The only thing left for Miami to do is win.
Yeah. Can you imagine, Joe?
Only thing left.
Joe, can you imagine? We went 5-7 and 7-5. We're about that top 10 class back to back. What's going to happen when we win 9 or 10 games?
Boy, that's it. Like, it's ridiculous. That's it,
man. We were 2 ACC reviews from being that. So
now if he cleans that up, which I think he will, right?
Yeah.
He's shown the willingness to change and improve, so he cleans that up. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
2K when 2K comes out, or sorry, not 2K, when NCAA comes out, we'll just get him some new sticks, get him that PS5, get him on that dynasty mode. You'll start calling game day all brand new.
Absolutely.
But yo, the next episode got to be called Lemon Pepper Steppers.
Lemon pepper steppers.
That's it. Because that'll be the week of that should be the week of early signing day. So yeah, I think Lemon Pepper Steppers. Yeah, I think looking at it, that's gonna be about right. All right, man. Before we get up out of here, our show. We're going to circle back to quarterbacks in the portal. If you got names in your mind, you can say them. If they haven't jumped yet, you know what I'm saying, that's cool too. We're going to circle back around. Joe, you know how I feel about it. I want 2 in the portal. I want an older guy. I want a bridge, and I want a second. You know what I'm saying that if that's Will Howard or a Dante Moore, I'm with that. I like Will Howard. I think he's a dog. I think he easily gets us to 9-10 wins just off, you know what I'm saying, just off energy, man, because you're not gonna have to worry about him pouting and not saying hi to everybody and being, I'm not gonna call anybody out their names. You know what I'm saying? Just being himself, keeping a personality to him, you know what I'm saying? Being himself. Yeah. So what are you feeling about it, man, with the QBs? Because that's what everybody talking about, man. The chat going crazy with it. Everybody saying their names, who they want. So what you thinking?
Yeah, I'm a Will Howard guy right now, you know, depending on who jumps in or whatever. But
tomorrow could be different.
100%.
In an hour, it could be 3 more people.
100%.
Yeah, I'm a Will Howard guy now. I like Dante Moore too because he's willing to develop and sit for another year if he needs to. So yeah, Will Howard, Dante Moore.
Okay. Ayo.
Honestly, I've gotten some slack for this, but I really do like the Pac-12 QBs. I think that they usually are running something new and dynamic. I do, but watching them this year, you kind of saw that a lot of their QBs have progression. You know, where they're looking for the deep ball, they're looking to push the ball down the field. Pac-12 has those explosive offenses. They're learning from some of the best in the game. They're going to be essentially those OCs or who becomes the next head coaches elsewhere. I think you go after some of those QBs. SEC QBs just don't do it for me all the time because sometimes it's that great offensive line. It's the weapons they have around them.
Too many championships for you? Too many championships.
I get that they don't have defenses. I get that. But I'm talking about just purely the offense.
We can still celebrate them, though, right? Like if they won natties, we should be like, "Oh, thanks, man."
Exactly.
Thanks so much. Yeah,
but I think you go after a QB like you guys mentioned. Like, go after one that's well proven, and you go after one who's gonna be able to ride the pine for a little bit and develop especially under the new Dawson offense, so we can really see what this offense can do. You know, I mean, having a QB that is here for 2 years would be amazing. So I just want that, like you guys all mentioned, stability. If we have the stability and we're winning 10 games. Miami is extremely dangerous when that happens.
Flo?
I tell you who I don't want. Let's start off. I don't want Tua's brother. I don't want him here. And I don't want the guy from James Madison. I don't want him either. And I'm sorry. I don't care who you bring. I want him to be extremely boring. I want him to be a vet. And I just want I want almost like a game manager next year. I want someone I can depend on, reliable. He's gonna play all 12 games. He's not injury prone. He's not a fumble dude. He doesn't like to throw picks. I don't get
Cam Ward is out.
Yes, Cam Ward. Like I just want go get me like McCall, like Grace McCall, whatever his name is. Got the dude from Coastal Carolina.
Yep.
I would take him. I'd take Blake Shapen. From Baylor. I love that tape. I'm not opposed to Will Howard. I need to. I'm not sure he can make some of the throws in this offense. I'm not sure. I'm not saying he can't. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. I think I like.
His timing was a little off. Yeah,
I like what he brings. You know, I like what he brings. I need a guy that can just make the throws. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
No, that kid, Matt Sluka, he's intriguing to me, that kid, man. Have you watched his film, Flo?
Yeah.
He can make every damn throw.
Yep. I agree.
I forgot about him, man.
And you know, and this will get everybody in here salty, but the most boring guy in the portal currently for me, that I think we'd win 9 or 10 games and he wouldn't mess things up, and he can make some throws, is a dude that just went in the portal from Ohio State. I don't like saying it because he's from Ohio State, but again, first year starting, he started all 12 games. This is gonna sound
11-1.
He won 11. Beat Penn State, beat Notre Dame. You go watch his tape. He's solid. He ain't gonna blow you away, but guess what? He ain't gonna lose you the game either.
Yeah,
I would take that boring quarterback just for next year. I would take that boring ass quarterback. I know it's not sexy. I hear you, Poke. It's not sexy. The sexy would be when I'll say Cam Ward. All right, let's get Cam Ward. But I know for a fact that dude, a boring quarterback, comes here with the way our team is being built, is 9 to 10 games without even trying.
What about Taylor Green? I saw the brother Jay drops that one. Is he? Nah. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, okay. We're not gonna end it on that one because that'd be a terrible way to end the show.
There's more going in, guys. There'll be a few more coming in that are look. I would take Grayson. I would take Will Howard. I would take Gabriel. To me, I would take him because he's an upgrade. He's an upgrade. Right. He's an upgrade. But I have like health concerns with him. Can he stay healthy? I want a dude that is going to take a little bit of pounding and get back up and shake it off. Just do not bring me to his brother, and don't bring me the dude from James Madison, please. Anybody else, I'll cheer on. Don't bring me those dudes.
Arizona has a nice They're dead fish.
There you go.
No, dog. He's not boring. How is he boring?
We said game manager. Game manager.
Bet, dog. TVD was excited because we bet. Okay, the next one he throws a pick. I'll bet you $10 he throws a pick. I'll bet you $5 he don't throw the pick. It was exciting because you didn't know who he was throwing the ball to.
Son, I might have a shot every time the quarterback just throws the ball away.
Someone's catching that bitch.
It was like, he can't throw it away. Just tuck it and run and gain 3 yards and live for the next play. That'd be beautiful. Hey, man, this has been the first episode of For the Culture, man. We'll be back in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? For me, you know what I'm saying? Benny Boondocks, Joe, Flo, AO. We up out of here, man. 366 in the building, man. Thank you guys so much, man. We up out of here. Peace.